Mine's on. You want?
Yep. Pink microphones.
Back.
That's awesome.
Do you like the pink ones?
I like the pink ones.
Me too. They pop.
Let's see. Hopefully that's low enough. You guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy season 3.
Happy season 3.
We made it. Barely. We made it barely.
Oh my gosh, there were some tenuous moments.
Yeah. But I feel like this last month taught us a lot.
Yes, we know how to fight.
Yes, with one another.
I'm not scared of fighting anymore.
No, and I'm not scared to speak up because now I feel safe.
Yes.
I'm learning that each and every situation we get into. So
interact.
It's fun.
Better, a lot better. I'm like,
our energies are better, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. She's like, orange. I'm like, you. But for all of you who have siblings, I guess, you go through the ebbs and flows of learning each other, but you learn it at an early stage. You learn how to balance each other's, karmic energy inside your house. So doing it later is interesting.
It is, because, obviously we all know, the past couple seasons we've been kind of dealing with their inner child, and so dealing with that, plus learning how to have any sibling relationship type, it's like, I don't know how to do any of this. So what are we doing?
Whereas I'm like, okay. And then it's not because I feel like I'm right. I'm trying to listen to the words that she's saying, take them in. They're jabby.
I am jabby, and people who know me, and I'm working on it. I am.
I don't care if you're jabby.
And that's the thing, I hear that, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm okay doing this. And
so
I get confused because I know I hurt people's feelings at the same time, but hers I don't. She just takes it as it comes and deals with me as it comes.
I'll live it. But I have to listen to the jabs because they mean something. Because if she's being spicy, then I'm like, okay, well, I did something. Moving on. Then I'll fix it because I'm going to break it a little bit more. And then she's like, listen, I just told you a month ago that hurt my feelings. And you freaking just found a different way to hurt my feelings. I'm like, oh, that's the same?
Yeah.
My bad. That's the same. Learn.
Yes.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that was what I was trying to say to you before. So, y'all, if you haven't noticed, and we've gotten a little bit deeper into our conversation, but part of what we're going to talk about is the whole learning process and why we decided to rebrand.
Yeah.
I think all of it is tied into one.
It is.
So,
it's all connected.
It is.
It was a growing process for us. We were so, looking back at the first episode, we were just so giddy, right? We were doing this, and now we're doing this.
Yeah, we're doing it.
This is it. This is our baby. This is what we're going to put our energy into. This is what we're going to flourish. This is what's going to be that B word, right? That billion. I don't know. I feel it.
This is our boss bitch energy.
Yes.
Collective. And it's y'all's too. And what we realized, it's not just about girls.
No.
We have started a community that we didn't know people needed.
No, I have friends just the checklist I posted yesterday, oh my god, she was like, oh yes, this, I am coming out of my shell, and I love to hear that because it's so, for me, it's nurturing, right? Because how I'm feeling, what I've learned, and what we're growing through, it's we get to show others, not really teach them, but show them, and say hey, this is what we went through, and you can do it too.
Exactly. One of my friends, for instance, and I didn't realize that they looked at it. She posted something. It could have been seen as derogatory. I thought it was funny because she was making fun of me and my inability to keep a timeline of any kind, especially if I'm not being pushed. If there isn't a timeline and there's a loose one, I'm like, I can get that done in 36 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as the internet is working.
I was saying, well.
But for the most part, I know that that's flawed. I've said it to you before. I was I procrastinate. I'm bad at it. But she's listen here. You cannot procrastinate anymore. We're both doing things. And lo and behold, when I decided to get on the same page and also own it, but then talk to her about it, and then we were talking about other things because we were bickering to a degree, but there was growing spots it was me the week before, it was you the next week, and then all of a sudden we both jumped in together and we're we are feral, we are doing this, and all these doors started opening.
Yes.
You have an interview that you just did.
Yes, I did, with the Jacksonville Voyage magazine and my Cuddle books.
Yes.
you had an interview on the podcast.
Yes.
It's just like so many doors have been opening individually and for us together because we know in the long run it is for Feral.
Yes.
And for what we're putting out to you guys.
Yes. So we decided to change everything from the Feral Female podcast to We Are Feral to be... Yay! We got merch. So our website, I'm here for the remainder of the month. I think I'm only gone 3 days next month. I'm so excited about this. So this is going to be live. Actually, we already have SKUs for certain stuff. We got crop top hoodies. There's a t-shirt. And there is a beanie. I've got a hat coming, so I'm going to load that up soon. But yeah, learn a little bit about us and help support all the funds are going to go to. We're gonna probably reinvest in our brand for a little bit because we need a space to record.
Yeah, we're hoping. We're currently right now at Sweet Peaches Coffee.
Yes. San Jose.
Bay Meadows?
Yeah, Bay Meadows in San Jose.
That area, yeah.
Do you guys, if you're local, we're by like the Stonewood Grill in San Jose, by the marina, Hooters, and all that stuff. It's really tasty. Oh my gosh, and it's super
so
cute in here.
It is so cute, and they were so welcoming for us to record here because we don't have a spot yet.
Yeah.
But hopefully by next summer, that's our goal.
Mm-hmm. Yes. By the end of Q1, we would like it. So please buy up. They're cool because they're embossed.
Yeah, and comfy.
Yes, they are comfy. It's comfier than I thought it was actually. Because in the packaging, it seemed kind of stiff. But it is soft. I definitely want thumb holes. So we're prototyping. Anyway, the reason, back to the reason, I think that we both paid attention to our audience.
Yeah.
I think we paid attention to ourselves.
Yeah.
We're
still in this journey of paying attention to ourselves, I feel.
Yeah.
So it's only, I feel like we're building our foundations. The last couple seasons, we were trying it out, trial and error, and now I feel like we know what we stand for, we know who we are, we know who we're becoming, we know what we want, we know we know what we want to give out to our community, and and for everybody to just be involved and part of something that's, I just see that it's going to be so good and fun, and I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think it's awesome. She was out of town. Okay, she was out of town. I was like, okay. And I noticed that a lot of men have been listening, and I can take this one way or another. They just want to know more about me before they get to know me. But then I realized there's a lot of men. It's not just one or two men. And I know that I don't sit there and talk about myself all the time and everything that I don't know. I think there's hypothetical situations that we put out there.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just change it. And then just because I wanted to be more inclusive from there, but then I also wanted it to grow. I think that when she was gone and I was talking to a couple of different business owners that were giving me ideas, or not ideas, they were co-signing on the fact that I wanted to be a brand prior to telling her. I feel like this is it. I keep running into the same female. And it's unfortunate, but it is fortunate. That I've got this community. There's a lot of women that I know that got married super young or had kids young, and they're falling out of marriages at 40.
I'm having deja vu.
Are you?
Literally right now.
That's awesome.
You saying the same thing and everything, in this space, and actually having deja vu on top of that.
Wow, that's awesome. So we're on the right path. We're on the right, what is it, timeline? Or whatever timeline we're supposed to be on for this, to be successful.
Wow, okay.
But it's not only women, I just happen to hang out with more women. The men that are listening are going through the same things. They got married young, or they have teenage kids, and they're in their 40s, and they've found themselves falling out of a serious relationship, and they're like, all right, so the internet says to go live your best life. So the internet says to go be a hoe. Whatever that might look like. Y'all be safe hoes if you can do it, but just, whatever. But the internet says boys don't care and do all this stuff, and they really do. So it's just interesting having these men come to me and tell me about the things that they've heard me say on the podcast. I was like,
it's so relatable.
And how it's so relatable. I was like, so there's still a gap. I guess there's still a gap for hyper successful, she's an author now, y'all. So hyper successful, whether it be housewife or just working mom or working dad, that have kids that want to be feral themselves, like as an adult, but be mindful of how they're projecting.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to like be cray cray out there. I'm just saying there's room for it.
There's room for fun. There's room to live, and however that means. If you're a homebody, be a homebody. If you're going out having fun, go out and have fun. But your boundaries. And that's what for us we want to be inclusive to not just women, but to also men. Because again, it's very relatable. Like my husband and I, we all know we went through a thing this past year, and he was on that side of it where he was like, I need to do something different because I'm not happy.
Yeah.
So, when I separated and we did all the things last season, it was like he was able to grow and do it out by himself.
Yeah.
And figure out his life without a family, so to speak, kind of nagging all the time. But every day, we had to change the pattern of the cycle. So I get it. And that's what We Are Feral, I feel, is becoming, or what we want is to be more inclusive and to provide just information or energy or whatever people need on either side to coexist happily and just have fun.
Exactly. Because I looked at her, I was like, you and I are actually feral. We are. So and
I'm so thankful for my husband because oh my gosh, he knows that. and he allows me.
Yes, he loves her. I tell you, she told me the other day, she's like, you're starting to sound like JR. I was like, sometimes I'm gonna sound like that.
And she loves me too. Exactly. And that's what I'm learning. It's not, and that's what we said. We got into it, and I was like, it's a fine line between protective and controlling. And I'm only having the eyes of control because that's what I saw all my life. So, anyway, we can go into that.
Yeah, we'll go into that one other episode. But I called her my mom. I was like, man, you sound like my mom right now. But I know because you sound like that and I don't like it, that I have to learn from whatever it is that I just did. Yeah. Because even though my mom and I have a tumultuous relationship at best, when she's calling me out on something, there's usually truth in there. There's not, I missed something.
And the whole thing is we always come back with love.
Yes.
That's what it's about.
I think that's the difference. Right? I was like, yes. I'm like, I know you love me. I think that's how we broke it up. I was like, I love you, damn it.
Yeah.
I was on the plane. I'm like, I love you, damn it.
And I was like, yes, you're a butthead, but yes.
Yes. And that's how you fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's how you have to fight. You know what I mean? But I think we covered it. The purpose of the rebrand was more inclusivity, to see more of ourselves in the space.
Yeah, being more authentic in whatever room you're in.
Yes.
With whoever you're with.
Yes. And it was cool because the interview that I just did was just talking, not there, but she ended up talking in a workshop, and she said this to me. She's like, she had a boss that allowed her to be herself and create her own brand inside of a corporate structure. And I think that's where I'm headed in my mind, where I would like to see our brand. It's you can be yourself all the time. I love that you posted that quote today on Instagram. I was like, you are a professional. You are the professional, and the professional is you. So bring yourself to the table at all times.
Yeah, as authentic as you can, because you're branding yourself, right? Yeah. That's what we've learned. We are branding ourselves. We are feral, but we're also individuals. We're trying to brand who we are as, who we are. So it's exciting. I'm so excited.
And I don't mind being crazy now.
I know. No, you're not. She's not kidding. No. I don't mind being crazy, and I've learned to not be so into my feelings. Kind of.
I'm all the way up in my feelings now all the time. I was talking about something earlier and I got teary-eyed. I was like, bro, what is this? This is not cute. But it's nice. It's nice being appreciative of things.
Yeah.
Learning to enjoy the little things.
Yeah, because that's what counts.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's exciting. Y'all, we are feral. You are feral.
We're all feral.
We are, to a degree.
Yes. And we are back.
We're going to let you manifest all that crazy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We plan on having events too this year, get together, community stuff. So
yeah, and we want to stay pretty consistent. I know I do, with just weekly things or monthly things, just getting the word out there and meeting up with all of you.
Yes, and we want questions, more engagement. We need questions because I get tired of talking about my stories. There's plenty of hypothetical stuff, but I'm also a work from home person, so I don't see as many people that don't live volleyball life as others. I have to actually get out there and do it.
Yes, so let's do meetups and stuff.
Yeah. We want to see you. We want to hear your stories. We want to know like what you did to terrorize your husband or wife today. Like the TikToks do. Say it's like, oh, I don't give my husband the butterflies anymore, but I give him heartburn. And headaches and stress. Because I'm a strong woman and I do sick on myself. But it's the same thing with husbands. Be like, what are you doing? Why are you wearing gray sweatpants and a backwards hat and you're going outside? Put your ass back in here. We are not sharing.
Yep.
We're not advertising. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. And I think that's feral behavior on men's part. Let me tell you. When y'all are out, I know going outside with a backwards hat on, a tight t-shirt, get your ass back in here.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
I'm like, here, eat this donut. Dad bod activated.
Dad bods.
Damn it, what are you supposed to do with that? Y'all gotta tell me. Or just look mismatchy. No, don't smell good. That's what it is. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyway. We're going to keep things a little bit on a shorter format. We're going to try to anyway. Occasionally we'll have like a guest or two on and it'll be a little bit longer, but yeah.
Yeah, to keep it consistent, we don't want to drown out like the hours and all that, so. I guess that's it then.
Yes, welcome to December. Thank you so much for listening and being with us. We are going to use a new platform, so we're probably going to be on every available podcast form.
Yeah, we're going to try. We're in the process of that. I'm looking into a software.
Yes, it's exciting.
It is exciting.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Welcome back to season 3.
Yes. See y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.